and he was Superman's father, Jor-El. And they were trying to kind of like get some cachet for the film, so they wanted a big name actor, so they got Brando to be in it. And they paid Brando $1 million for his work in Richard Donner's Superman. And at the time, it made him the highest paid actor of all time. It was like the most an actor had ever been paid for a single role. And it was only for like a few minutes of screen time or something like that. So they paid him like hand over fist. There's actually a director's cut of the Christopher Reeve Superman that has much more content from Marlon Brando that got cut out of the theatrical release. So they paid Brando more than anyone had ever been paid for a movie, only to basically cut like a huge portion of his contribution to the movie from what we know as the theatrical release. But he did this interview where he was like joking about how much money they were paying him. Like he thought it was hilarious. And he was like, well, you see, if I smile with just my top teeth, that's $500,000. But if I give like a nice full smile with where I show both rows of my teeth, that's $1 million. So he was laughing all the way to the bank. That might actually be like my first exposure to Marlon Brando is in Superman. Because I don't think my parents let me watch The Godfather. That was something I saw later in life. Alright, let's see here. This might be it. I'm just making things up now. There's a chocolate bar on a pillow. That's great. Oh, it's the chef. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got. So, fairy, eh. There's hammocks. Oh, there she is. That looks like it right there. I'm looking for fair enough. Here, I got it. I got fair enough. Fair enough. Sorry, I've been very busy and I can't chat. If you want to know something, go and talk to the Godfather. I did. He said I should come and talk to you. Oh. Sorry, I didn't realize. What can I help you with? Actually, it's more of a case of what can I help you with. I told the fairy godfather that I'd help you find a cure for the queen. Oh, thank you. I really need help. I have no idea what ails the queen. You must be a mighty healer. I don't really have any healing spells. I tend to eat food. If I suffer an injury, I could perhaps brew you a potion of some kind, or say a prayer for you, but that is kind of the extent of my abilities. No, I'm not a good healer. A great druid, then? Afraid not. A shaman? Well, no, not really, no. A surgeon? Also no. A doctor, medic, nurse. Doctor. Yes, that's right, Sir Theodore. I am a doctor. No, no, and no. Aw. So what are you then? I'm a mighty adventurer. I can shoot the sickness out of the queen with my staff of light and a few choice spells. I think asphyxiate would do the trick if you just let me build up a little, adrenaline, just get going in the battle a bit. Then I can really detonate might work on the queen's sickness. What? A mighty adventurer. Yes, I heard. It's just not what I was expecting to hear. But hang on. You might be just the sort of person I need to help me. How's that then? I'm sure the Godfather told you that the Queen is in an enchanted sleep. He didn't tell me that. Sort of. I really couldn't understand everything he was talking about. Shh, somebody might hear. Look, you're a visitor, so I'll tell you this much. It doesn't pay to talk about the Godfather behind his back. Oh, I'll talk about the Godfather. I ain't worried about no Godfather. But back to the problem at hand, the Fairy Queen. She was brought here after her battle with the Tanglefoot in a terrible state, extremely weak and barely able to fly. Here I've written down a list of her symptoms. When the Queen got back here, she was clearly weakening fast. It appears as if the magic force that is her life essence is slowly unraveling. Okay, so you want me to re-ravel the magic force that is her life essence. I can totally do that. I've put her in a state of tempest fugget that will slow time down for her and thus prolong the amount of time that she remains alive. Now, what I need you to do is find a mage by the name of Xandar Horfire. Now, that's a great mage name. Xandar. Love it. Horfire. Very good. He spent many years studying magical illness. Take the list to him and ask him if he knows what ails the Queen, please. Can you imagine that? If you're a wizard and, you're working at the Arcanum or whatever, the magical university, wherever you're at, and you want to get some prestige, and, people are like, oh, what do you study then? Magical illnesses. I treat magical illnesses. So you study and attempt to treat imaginary... No. Magical illness. Okay. Where is he? I believe he now resides in the Dark Wizard's Tower near Falador. All right. And Dr. Incompetent, please hurry. I fear the Queen doesn't have much time left. Okay. So let's check out the symptoms. List of Fairy Queen's symptoms. You know what they should do, okay? I'm just throwing out some zinger RuneScape ideas. RuneScape has a huge community, like a massive community. I think the Reddit for RuneScape is like over 250,000 people, right? It's a very well-attended, popular game with a long history of people who have been interested in it. So what you do is you take those people all over the world who are interested in RuneScape, and you outsource just one character model or one sprite or graphic within the game, and have anybody who, has the requisite ability redo it. Redo the model or redo the sprite, update the graphics like one person at a time. So you make it a community effort. Right, Sir Theodore? Out of 300 million players, I know you could get two things just right off the bat. You could get somebody to make this scroll that's appearing on my screen look better. Okay, make it a little easier to read because of the fact that the text is the same color as the parchment, which is troubling. If it weren't for the shadow on this text, it would be nearly impossible to read this. So it says that the Queen is extremely weak, slow discorporation of ethereal body, drifting in and out of coma, shallow breath, fading magical energy, high fever. Okay, I can help with the fever. And I also helped somebody just recently with some breathing problems in one small favor, I believe. I can do that. Coma, I'm out. Fading magical energy, I got nothing. Discorporation of ethereal body, we're going to need Xandar to get this. Now, the other thing I'll show you right here, I'll close this baby up. You see how if I talk to Fair Enough, her face portrait is great. It's fine. she looks creepy. She's got the big green eyes, but it's fairy. She looks like the fairy. She kind of looks like Mantis from, Guardians of the Galaxy. That's great. But her model in the game world is obviously one of the much older models. And so you could get somebody in the RuneScape 300 million people, somebody, and like you could lottery it, and then you could like have a bunch of people, you could have a contest where a bunch of people make this sprite, just this one. And then people in the community vote on like which one they want to take the place of the existing sprite. And then you could do this for many of the resources and the assets within the game. And then I'll throw on another just free RuneScape suggestion. Just like the cosmetics, okay, that you can, do with your player, you could have some kind of toggle where, like, if you don't want to see the updates, then you can just click and be like, I just want to see RuneScape 3, like, as it was. Or you could flip them on and be like, give me the community, texture pack or whatever. Anyway, okay, so let's go to Falador. We need to talk to a dark wizard about how we can heal the Fairy Queen. Sir Theodore, you're an artist. You could do it. Just think, Sir Theodore, with your artistic ability, what you could do to that parchment. How beautiful you could make the list of the Queen's symptoms. This wax seal, you could go to town on this. This vellum, or whatever the, animal hide, whatever this is made of, we could get somebody in the RuneScape community has got a dab hand at calligraphy. They could rewrite this. It could be the project of the century. All right. Now, let's see. Let's try to find the Dark Wizard Tower. I'm going to look at the map. See, that's great, Sir Theodore. And the stuff that they're at, like the more recent stuff looks great, Sir Theodore. The improvements they've been making over time to redo areas is great, but they don't have, I'm just guessing because I don't know, but my assumption would be that it would be a very painstaking and laborious task and they don't have enough hands to do it. But if you like crowdsource the labor that would go into, and the talent and the artistic ability that would go into even just smaller stuff, like you could get a lot more done. There's that Dark Wizard's Tower. I see it. All right, we're going to it. Oh, wait, Sir Theodore, you're showing me a fairy that they just released? Let me look at it. So, Sir Theodore, here, I'm coming back to him. He says they just released this fairy model. Yeah, see, look at this fairy. This fairy looks amazing, right? This fairy looks even better than the portrait fairy, right? But to replace all of the fairies on the moon, in, Xenaris or whatever, with that would probably be hard. But maybe you could get enough people to help out. Oh, I remember this place. So this is where that ball got knocked into the witch's yard. Yes, I remember. Oh, yeah, it did just crash. Look at that. Thank you, Sir Theodore. I got a bunch of mining experience. Here we go. The Stardust is coming in. Look at me now, everybody. You know what would be great, Sir Theodore? Is if the star landed on a player, like it did area of effect damage when the star came down, and it could kill you. And even if you were like a hardcore mode character, you could just be knocked out by a random meteor hitting you. Hey, Mirnoda, thanks for subscribing, my friend. How you doing? Could you imagine how frustrating if somebody was on their third life and they got taken out by a meteor? All right, let's see. Here's a bunch of dark wizards. Whoa, whoa, they got creepy marks on the walls. Let's go up. Yes, Sir Theodore, that. I bet that would inspire, you know, just to kind of calm, close down the game, like Alt F4, uninstall the game. Oh, I didn't mean to kill him. Oh God. I needed that man's expertise. Okay, oh, I could talk to this guy. All right. Ooh, look, his model is actually really good. They definitely have done some nice work with him. Look at those shoulder pads. Hello, I need your help. And why should I help you, fool? You attacked my brethren and me, and then you demand my help? I think not. Uh-oh. Didn't really mean to. It's a problem I have because of the way that I have the game configured, Xandar, where if I left-click, sometimes it's talk, sometimes the first option just jumps right up to kill. I'm sure as a dark wizard you can understand. But Fair Enough said you'd help me. Fair Enough sent you? Well, then I certainly excuse murder and assault. How is she? I owe her a great deal. She saved me from a mortal injury I sustained when I was investigating the nature of other worldly beings. So how can I help? The Fairy Queen Zill. She was in battle with a Tanglefoot. I still don't know what in God's name a Tanglefoot is. You know, it sounds like a Tanglefoot doesn't sound very impressive. It sounds like you tangled your feet together and you fell over. You know, like, it sounds like somebody who's clumsy. Like, oh, Tanglefoot here. Can't walk 2 steps without falling down. But then it could also be some kind of, like, swamp monster. I don't know, like, with vines and things for feet. But even then, like, well, the monster had vines for feet. I'm not really scared about that. Like, but anyway. So she's in a coma. This is grave news indeed. Well, she's not in the grave. Okay, I said coma. Let's not jump to any conclusions here. I know, Sir Theodore, you were probably like, you had the glass casing off of your giant red abort the quest button, and you like had your finger right on the button, hovering over it, like, do I need to abort, as you were proceeding. You think the Tanglefoot is responsible? I don't see how that could be. A Tanglefoot will normally kill its victim outright, unless, I wonder. I don't suppose you could give me more details about the Fairy Queen's condition, could you? Oh, you know it. Luckily, I have a bunch of notes that were compiled by... Fair Enough. Fair Enough gave me a list of her symptoms. Here, have a look at it. Yes, slow discorporation of ethereal body, huh? I think I know what the problem might be. You do? That's great. What is it? From what I know about fairies, their basic life force is pure magic. Much as we humans would refer to our souls as our life essence, so too does a fairy have a life essence of pure magic. So this is a little like existential, but it's more like supernatural existential. I like it. So like, you know, Cartesian dualism, right? The body and the soul. Really, Descartes originally was talking about the body and pure magic. It didn't go over well. So he kind of, in some later drafts, he ditched the whole pure magic thing and just replaced it with soul, and it just started selling like hotcakes. You could actually refer to fairies as magic embodied and not be wrong. I'm never wrong, Xandar. So, your point is moot. Yes, but about the fairy queen, her magic is running out. Patience, I'm getting to that. It appears the fairy queen has lost a large part, indeed the majority of her life essence. Either it was drained from her by the Tanglefoot, or she did it voluntarily. Although why she would do that is beyond me. So I guess I need to go and kill the Tanglefoot and get back her magic essence if I am to help her. This is it, baby. This is RuneScape, baby. Exactly. I knew, remember way back when Fair Enough was like, how can you help? And I said, I'm an adventurer. I'm just going to shoot the sickness out of her. As an adventurer, all I'm doing is looking for a way to perpetrate murder. I will kill to solve all problems. Yes, but if I were you, I'd seek out a necromancer by the name of Malignus Mortifer. Wow. If Malignus Mortifer was named that by his parents, that's a tough mantle to have hung on you, and you're kind of pigeonholed career-wise from the get-go if you've got a name like that. But maybe if Mortifer is his surname, it's a long lineage of necromancers. In fact, if it's a long lineage of necromancers, Malignus Mortifer might actually be a reanimated necromancer from eons ago, and, this just makes perfect sense. Yeah, Sir Theodore's like, wait, Dark Wizard, Necromancer. I believe that he once fought a Tanglefoot many years ago. You should probably ask him for advice on how to combat it. Malignus Mortifer. Any idea where I can find him? He's rumored to have been seen near Port Sarim with his followers recently. Rumor has it that he's working on a spell that has something to do with fungus. A little birdie told you that one, huh, Xandar? Okay, thanks very much, dude. I appreciate that. Don't mention it. Give my regards to Nuff when you see her next. I'm guessing, and I don't want to just put this out here without too much proof, but the way I see it, and I don't think it's too far outside the realm, I'm wondering if Xandar and Fairy Nuff were an item at one point in the past. They might have, his studies on magical illnesses might have brought him to Xanaris, and, one thing led to another, and they have a history. All right. Port Sarim. We'll talk. Look, Malignus, I know you've got skeletons and zombies, and we were just on zombies. Are we on to more zombies now? We were doing the pirate quest, so we had all these zombies everywhere. Now, we got a necromancer. It's very possible that we have zombies again. But I wonder, we're not even going to talk to Malignus. Like, look, I don't even care about your zombies. We could talk about the whole illness thing in a second. I need the dirt. Give me the gossip. Xandar and Fair Enough. Give me the deets. Go. Okay. Let's see. Where is your place? You're near this place, is what it says. This looks pretty near it. Is this your shady little place over here. I bet... Yep, there's a graveyard. I bet a necromancer could live here. Oh, wait. This is a Church of Saradomin. Oh, my goodness. There better not be a necromancer around. Alright. Okay. Alright. Crisis averted. Whoa. What is this that I'm seeing way up in the sky? Is this the place you go when you want to get runes? Like the realm of rune crafting or whatever? Or I don't know what that is. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, thank you, Nick, man. I'll pretend it's not there. Alright. Yeah, just chilling in the woods. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm looking. Oh, I found him. Okay, he's right here. I was like running away from this because I didn't want to see it, but he's over here, so we gotta. Alright, here he is. Malignus. Where can I get clothes like those? It's a good question. He looks like he's getting ready to go to a party in Eyes Wide Shut. Alright, I need to help fighting the Tanglefoot. Almost certainly. I'm a great practitioner of all the magic arts, after all. Well, not all of them. Just the ones with dead people bringing them back to life. Great, thanks. I was told by Xandar Horfire that you fought one once. That is true. And it was an epic battle. Yeah, I don't need the whole, like, shebang here. Just give me the cut to the chase. That's great. I presume you won, as you are here to tell me about it, and could you tell me how to defeat one, please? Of course I won. As I've already stated, I'm a master of the magic arts. Yes, you look like you're very good at magical things. Why do you want to know how to kill a Tanglefoot? There is a Tanglefoot in the lost city of Xanaris, and I've been asked to kill it. I see. I accept everything you said as fact. Well, I tell you how to defeat it. However, I need you to perform a little undertaking for me first. Ooh, this quest, they're going all out with the puns. Did you see that gardener pun earlier? Like, you know, the root of the problem? Now we got a necromancer pun. A little undertaking. How about that? What exactly did you have in mind? To the northeast of here is a haunted manor. Bring me a skull from a grave you find there, and you shall have your answer. Okay, you need a skull? I'll get you a skull. Fine, I'll see you soon. This guy just is selling tickets to go check out a haunted manor, isn't he? Is he talking about this thing? Oh, he wants me to go to Draenor Manor. Oh, okay, not this. Well, I've taken skulls from Draenor Manor in my time. Does he want the skull of Count Draenor? I mean, I've done a lot of things in my time. A lot of creepy things. I guess I can go get you a skull. Open it. Let me in. All right. Oh, he just told me it's from the... Right, well... I don't know if when he says from the grave, if he means from the casket. But we'll check it out. I haven't been down here in a while. I don't have the stake. There's skulls all over the place, though. Alright. I opened it. Open. Alright, that ain't gonna do it. Alright, that ain't right. I messed that up. There's skulls. I don't know. I like how you held out hope so long, Sir Theodore. You're like, well, it could be. Alright. Get me a skull. Alright. It does say... a skull from the grave in Draenor Manor. Alright. So I'll go back out to the graveyard. I think I have to take this back door, though, to get back outside. Well, they got a gallows. They got the gibbet. No, it's not a gibbet. That's a, well... It's gallows. Yeah, gallows will do. Alright. Let me check out these graves, see if there's any I can interact with to procure a skull. Well, it's true. I didn't think about... Oh, they got cabbages. I got to get these cabbages in case I go back to Xenaris. I can't wait to see if I can sell these babies.